Hello everyone, welcome to the Canada Truth channel and the Primitive Pete Tesla Turbine #1 project. I wanted to give you guys a little bit better demonstration on the load test since yesterday. Yesterday I showed you very briefly before my connection failed this little misused motor was generating 1.3 volts DC. Since then, I have done a whole bunch of different testing and abuse of this poor little motor, and it's almost burnt up. I'll be very interested when I take it apart to see what I've actually done to it. I did get a better method of making my connection, and I'm going to run this thing for a little while to show you, yep, it's going to generate electricity. However, my output is about 1/10 what it was yesterday because I'm burning up this little motor. Not only that, there's probably been half a liter of water pumped through there in mist. So again, I'm not trying to produce wads of electricity. I'm just doing proof of concept and giving you a better demonstration than I was able to do yesterday. So here we go. I'm not going to push it any more than that for now because I have one more thing to show you before the expiry date is reached on this poor little motor. Okay, the compressor's refilled. So last night when I was all finished and tucked into bed, I was reading comments, and For Fun made a comment about permanent magnets. That comment ignited an explosion of ideas in my head, and I couldn't stop and I couldn't shut down. So I actually ended up having to come out to the garage till 2 o'clock in the morning, messing around and abusing this poor little electric motor. And the first thing I did was I took these magnets that I took out of Primitive Pete, and I literally just stuck them on the motor. I spun the motor in the drill first and wrote down my output, and then I literally just stuck these two magnets onto the outside of this motor, and well, let's find out what happens. Okay, so you all saw the output increase there, and literally all I did was stick these magnets on the outside of this poor little motor. This is sustainable, but this poor motor is dying. But you saw the absolute jump in power output just by chucking those 4 magnets onto the motor. I identified north and south and just threw them on the motor. And last night, while I had the motor driving the drill driving the motor, I was placing them in different positions, and I worked out a whole bunch of different things. But I just ended up making a couple lines on the motor itself, and blammo, there you go. So I'm going to do this one more time, and hopefully you'll be able to put up with the noise of the compressor, and we'll take it from there. All right, here we go again. The compressor's refilled, but for those of you that didn't see my other videos, I'm misusing a 110 volts 60 hertz AC motor and generating electricity with it. So here you go. And I've got the magnets on there still, but again, take note of the jump in power. And my solution to my connection is holding up really well. I hope I didn't just jinx myself. So there it was again. Now, this has, like I said, this has sent me on a whole new different path and given me innumerable new ideas. So thank you out there for fun. What does this new... I'm not going to call it a discovery, but because magnetic force and electricity is not new, but it's given me new ideas. So I think I'm going to still use my car alternator idea. I'll do a bunch of testing with the alternator, and then I'm going to soup up the alternator. I'm going to hot rod the alternator and do some more testing after that and see what happens. The modifications to the alternator I'm hoping are going to be reversible, so we'll take that as it comes. It is what it is. But for now, this is working really well. Despite burning out this poor little motor. I might just take this motor apart tonight and see what I've actually done to it. But as you can see, just by plopping the magnets that I pulled out of here on top of this motor, you saw the increase in output. So that's very encouraging for my overall project. Please, if you have any comments or suggestions, absolutely post them. If you like this content, please share and subscribe. I encourage everyone to get a copy of the Tesla Turbine patent and build one for yourself. As I've shown you guys, it's so easy, and despite all my deficiencies with Primitive Pete, it works so well. It's getting so worn out, even the name is getting worn off, Primitive Pete. So Primitive Pete has been driven hard and put away wet, literally, I don't even know how many times. I should have been keeping track of minutes. By now it's probably hours of runtime, but so far so good. So Pete's gonna go on to do more testing, and Tesla turbine number 2 is it's not in the works, but it's in the planning phases and the material resourcing phase. So hopefully that's coming sooner than later, and stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.